Good morning, my friends. My name is Kathryn Gorman-Lovelady, and I'm a director at Moonstar Lodge. I've been a parapsychology practitioner for 45 years, formerly a spiritualist minister, and I transferred my license to Wolf Island Indigenous Interfaith Church. And I'm here today in this time of self-isolation to bring some of the work that I do to the people that are asking for it in a novel way. I have been a professional medium, and again, this goes right back to university in parapsychology for some 45 years. I have an expansive collection of tarot decks and oracle decks and other forms of global types of divination, and the opportunity to express some information through the channeling of spirit is an opportunity that I look forward to providing. I'm looking at offering new moon and full moon prescriptive information. I don't like the word prediction because we all have free will and we are functioning as a collective of people, so I cannot predict what people's choices will be. What I can do is make suggestions through spirit and the information coming from the cards. Despite a very expansive collection, I'm focusing on indigenous prophetic decks and divination systems. As an indigenous person, I think that this is an area that's not well represented on YouTube, and so consequently I will be using cards like the ones on the table that represent the medicine wheel, and these are from people all over Turtle Island, indigenous peoples of Turtle Island, Central America, and in some cases South America. So while we were preparing this morning, I went ahead and shuffled the cards, and I'm speaking about the full moon today on April 7th. So the information applies to this time as we build toward April 7th. And the cards that I received initially are from the Sacred Path deck. I received Great Mystery. Great Mystery is the creator, God, whatever you want to call that living consciousness that permeates everything, that creator of the web of life. And we have a relationship. We are from the Great Spirit. The Great Spirit projects through us. Every one of us is a representation of the Great Spirit. And so our choices and conscious endeavors are part of the reality. We create the reality we wish by our attitudes and thoughts. So if you've been a little bit asleep at the wheel, as it were, and have in your fear and anxiety about COVID-19 forgotten your relationship with the Great Spirit, this is a wonderful day as we move toward this full moon on April 7th. The grandmother of this moon cycle, for an indigenous culture we have 13 moon cycles, her name is Looks Far Woman, from the tradition I come from. And consequently she is the seer. So I am connecting with her and with the Creator. The cards I pulled from the medicine deck didn't surprise me at all. Raven is the call to the shaman, the call that part of us that connects with the higher dimensions. It is the shapeshifter for the people of the Southwest. It becomes the physical shaman, not just the bird. It is the call to our greater power and ability, and that's how we connect with the Great Mystery. The other is a clan animal I love very dearly, and that's bear. And I smiled when I got that card fall out of the deck. Bear is the protector of the community and the one who looks after the medicines. So reconnect with your traditional medicines. Get your echinacea and astragalus and golden seal if you tolerate it. Take those kinds of immune boosting medicines and protect your health. Vision and speak with bear and raven through your prayers and your meditations. From the Santa Fe deck, I pulled King of Buffalo. King of Buffalo is a powerful figure. Again, Buffalo in the northern traditions is the keeper of the north on the wheel, and consequently the one that provides for us. So there is no need for hoarding toilet paper or anything else. Please know that the spirit of Buffalo is here to protect us. Behind the camera is my own King of Buffalo, my partner, Kathryn Gorman-Lovelady, and periodically during these events he will be smudging so that we can collectively pray together for society. In terms of the big medicine wheel that I have on my table, and on my table I have some of the cards I will be using. I have the stone people, the crystals that I work with. I have pictographic runes, which I created about 25 years ago, so I will be utilizing those in different readings. I may, from time to time, do readings that have no indigenous specific cards, but the card that I just had turn up with the spirit of the wheel is Harvest Moon. It's a turning point. It's a card that represents gatherings and preparation. So when you are out and about, and you should only be out and about absolutely for food and medicine and not joyrides at this time, please know that we are to quietly prepare in a sacred way. Things are transitioning. Another card that I received this morning was the Death card, and I've misplaced it here on my table. Death is not as in we are going to physically die. Death means the time for transformation is specifically right now. So we have the opportunity not to fear what's coming, but rather to embrace it and utilize our internal gifts and potentials and the information given to us by Spirit in order to transform our thoughts and feelings. This really isn't about fearing what's coming. This is about embracing and being grateful for the time we have protected and safe in our own homes. We have an opportunity here to shift out of that spiritual narcolepsy that, and I quote, call it Baron Reed. I've loved that phrase of hers for years. Being in spiritual narcolepsy is being asleep at the wheel. And we have an opportunity now to be awakened, to recognize that the earth is healing. Turtle Mother has the great capacity to heal herself. And so that is what we are giving her, is the opportunity to do that. So feel grateful for it. In terms of this full moon on April 7th, I will be putting out a very specific video a little closer to that date with a reading for the collective. And I'll be advancing the readings in such a way as to include not just the solar zodiac, but the lunar zodiac, which is what Indigenous people follow primarily. And we'll be looking at some information pertinent to the signs. But know that this is a powerful moon coming up April 7th. This is a make or break it kind of time where we are collectively having the opportunity to embrace the flattening of the curve, being conscious of our choices. So if you have any comments or questions, Brian will put in the bottom of the video an email address, and I will endeavor in the next reading to answer some very specific questions. But know that we have Great Mystery as our origin and our ally. We have Raven to take us to the realms of the shaman. It is the call to finding the shaman within. We have the protector in Bear, and we have the human protector of the King of Buffalo. I couldn't have asked for better cards for this time. So thank you for watching, and know that in the weeks to come we will evolve these videos. I may put them out more than once a week if they're well received. The information will be at times channeled and not card driven. So I look forward to serving the community in this capacity, as does my partner Brian. So miigwech, nyawen, thank you.